Oh, good evening to you. I know this is meant to be a video because it should actually have more light on it, but I'm actually right at the end of the day here. It's UK. What time is it? Let's see here. It's nearly 10 to 10, and of course in the UK, British summertime has kicked in, and it's going to continue getting light like this until the 21st of June or so, when it'll be light till about 10:30. But I suppose what it is I've come out and I'm just thinking about the peacefulness of an evening like this. And the other night I was watching a documentary about the tsunami of 2004. You may remember the Thailand tsunami and the surrounding lands, the islands around that basin at the time. And a thought crossed my mind as I was watching it. And what was happening was people were playing on the beaches and they were completely unaware of what was about to take place. And I suppose you could say a bit of a peaceful time like this, really. People were enjoying themselves and unsuspecting of what was about to happen. And it was strange because it was already peaceful on the beaches and people were enjoying themselves and having their breakfast. And people that were out on the beach itself started to notice something. And they started to notice that the sea started to recede. Now, I mean, the sea obviously recedes when it's low tide, but no, this was something special. This was something different. And it started to recede, and in some instances receded hundreds of meters back from the shore. In other words, becoming even more tranquil, even more peaceful than it was already. And of course, people didn't realize that what was building under the sea was literally I suppose you could call it a sea earthquake. And eventually, of course, it built up until there was a wall of water several miles out, and that wall of water started crashing in. And of course the people were completely unsuspecting of what was about to take place. And of course the disaster came. And they say that the water actually came at something like the speed of 800-900 miles an hour, speed of a jet airliner. And of course those people that were on the beach were subsumed. They were completely unaware and they were taken. And what I'm trying to say is that I think that we're going to start to eventually see that there'll be more and more peace taking place in the earth. In other words, that these wars, the Antichrist will come and these wars will dissipate and he'll speak about peace, and we'll probably start to have an era of peace that we've never known before, like those waters that started to recede before the tsunami hit. There'll be unprecedented levels of peace. And people will be saying, well, this is the golden age. We've arrived at last. This man that's arrived on our midst is going to achieve wonders. And he's going to, look what he's done. Look at the peace he's brought. No other leader on earth has done what this man has done. Until the wall of water starts to come in, as it were. And he reveals himself. He takes off his mask. And that day of peace, that day of wonder, starts to change. And it goes from peace to a massive tsunami. And it'll be a tsunami of hate, a tsunami of murder, a tsunami of genocide, real genocide, not what Israel's being accused of now, but real genocide. And it'll be genocide of the innocent. And it'll be genocide of the unsuspecting as well. When I say unsuspecting, those that were not looking out, not keeping watch for the truth, but believing the lie. Many, of course, who had already been given over to the lie. And so the tsunami came and it submerged everything in its wake. Nothing was left. It was complete destruction. And God doesn't want that for our lives. He wants us to look out for peace, but he wants us to look out for the Prince of Peace, the one who's really going to bring the calm after the storm. So for us as Christians, we're expecting the storm. And as we expect the storm, so we know our expectations, although things are going to get difficult, we know that, to quote the story title of Charles Dickens, we have great expectations. And that's the wonder of it all, that at the end of everything, there's going to be something wonderful happening. And there'll be that final tsunami, and then it will usher in that final kingdom, that wonderful millennial kingdom, that wonderful joy that only Jesus can bring. Sorry that I'm not really visible now, but I just felt to deliver that message tonight, and you don't really need to see my face in order to hear those words. But let's just keep watch and remember what's in store for us. Difficulties, yes. Tribulations, yes. But after that, the glory. Have a blessed evening.